All right. Been a while, but nothing's changed. They're all lame and everything. Here's what we're saying. We're back with knowledge. All right. Hungary. 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 All right, anyway. Hungry. What is it? What am I talking about? What is going on? What is Hungary? It is a small country in the heart of Europe. You see. You don't see. If you do, all right. For more than 1,000 years, the Hungarians, they fought against powerful invaders to keep their traditions alive. That's like what we got going on around here. We got to fight against these invaders to keep our traditions alive. Like the Hungarians. All right. Now, the Hungarians, they trace their long history to the Magyars, the Magyars with a capital M. Dumb, a tribe that settled in the Danube River basin in the 9th century AD. That is the Danube, capital D, river. The Magyars, as the Hungarians still call themselves. The Magyars, the Hungarians, still call themselves. Oh, gosh. All right. Well, no matter what they want to call themselves, they have a culture and a language, sort of like every other country does, that make them quite different from other Europeans. All right, let's find out what some of these differences may be. All right. The people make all the difference. Trust me. All right. Almost all the people living in Hungary are, oh, jeez. Guess what they are? All right. The Hungarian or Magyar. All right. Language is related to the languages of the Finns and the Estonians. Of course it is, because why wouldn't it be? I was just thinking, this sounds like Estonian to me. All right, and there it is. So, it comes from an Asian language. Well, definitely, it certainly sounded Asian to me. All right. But, and here's the big but, because Hungary became part of the Roman Empire, not the one to be confused of nowadays, but the other Roman Empire, was early in its history. The Hungarian alphabet uses Roman letters, you see. It all makes sense now. everything comes together here when it is better. Alright. Several million people who speak the Magyar, or the language, no longer live within Hungary's boundaries. Of course not, of course not. And as a result of World War One, the old Austro-Hungarian Empire was broken up. Broken up. Breaking up is something hard to do, but you must at times. You must. And you must move on. Alright. And that's what they did. As many Magyars found themselves citizens of Romania. That's Rumania, capital R. Czechoslovakia or Yugoslovakia. Yugoslovakia, jeez. Yugoslavia, capital Y, period. While others moved to Western European nations or to the United States. To the United States. They welcome everyone. Everyone has a chance to live the American dream in the United States. Nice people over there. The Americans. Now they'll be hungry Americans. Alright. That's real nice. Many U.S. cities have citizens of Hungarian descent. You see. Alright. Right now, small numbers of Germans, Slovaks, Serbs, Croats, Romanians, and gypsies. Gypsies with their voodoo spells and their jingling also live in Hungary. Alright. Maybe not. I mean, ding-a-ling. Alright. Many of these people speak both Magyar and their own languages. Alright, and that is the people. Alright. Now, what about the religion, you ask? What do they believe in? Well, let's find out. The majority of Hungarians are Roman Catholics. Roman Catholics. There you have it. They are Roman Catholics. There are also many Protestants, though. Many Protestants of various denominations. Like you when you donate to me when the time comes. We're not greedy here. You can vary your denominations. But enough about me. Back to the Hungarians. A much smaller number belong to the Orthodox Eastern Church. Yes, the Orthodox Eastern Church. The country once had a small Jewish community, but, and here's the but again, most Hungarian Jews fled or were killed. Oh, the pain. During the Nazi occupation of World War II, those Nazis, they were bad people and they paid for their crimes. Alright. Religious worship is permitted by today's communist government, but It is not encouraged. The communists, they accept it, but they don't encourage it. Whoever said a communist government was bad. All right. All church leaders must take an oath of allegiance to the state. All right. And that is their religion, their beliefs. How did they reach those education? That is how they reached those beliefs. People taught them as a youngster, growing up, to be what they are today. Now let's see what that education is all about. All right. Hungarian children must attend school from the ages of 6 to 16, similar to here. All right. Education is free for everybody. Students who complete secondary school may attend one of the nation's many universities, colleges, or other institutions of higher, look way up, higher education. Now, nobody likes to go to school, so let's move on and check out the arts. We like the arts. All right. Let's discuss the arts later. That's a long one there. Uses a lot of paper. All right. And that is what it's all about in Hungary. All right. All right. So now what? We should have just kept reading. Yeah. All right. All right. 11 o'clock. News we can use. Hope which was 11 p.m. So, all right. We will. We'll make one tomorrow. Remember, they're supposed to at least be fun. It's not like it's alright. It's a decent enough show. You know what I mean? I don't want them to take the video off. I'll dispute. I should dispute just to put up a fuss, and I might have ran out of it. I'll just watch for Scooby-Doo again. Do it again or something. What do you think? Post comments below. Alright. Listen to her. I should win, given that I'm just watching TV in my room, and you know what I mean, like the Hungarians. Right. Like, what about all those other ones? You know what I mean? We didn't even get the whole movie. It was just like Scooby. So, like everyone wants to be the big reason for everyone. I tried to post Christmas shows, not like I didn't bother. I don't want to get ones you can see anywhere. They wouldn't post anyway. You can. I wouldn't even attempt it. But some of them, though, I know. And then they talk about the stuff they talk about. Just see, it was funny that do nothing with it. The best thing we probably, you know, it's hard to understand. It's not really. It's because they want to, like, you know, they have more on no vision at all. That's like what y'all do. Just take it and leave. I'm not. All right. Sit here saying, all right, all right, all right. Up the all right outtake. All right. Where were we? We were at the arts. The arts, no crafts, just the arts. The Hungarians greatly enjoy music, poetry, and the theater. So we're talking about all forms of arts. Art could be anything, anything at all. Art. Over 30 theaters give live year round performances. 30. Shit like that. 30. You could have a heyday. A heyday. Alright. Special houses for grand opera and operetta run the full season in Budapest. And nearly all villages and towns have movie houses. Movie houses. Alright. Many Hungarians in foreign lands are associated with the film industry of their adopted countries as actors, directors, or in other capacities. One of the best known was Sir Alexander Korda. You've heard of him for sure, huh? I think so. Who helped to establish the motion picture industry in England. In England. I think we meant in England. Yes, yes, we did. In England. Alright. Since the time of Franz list parade from 1811 to 86. The Hungarian Conservatory of Music, that would be conservatory probably, of music, has produced many musicians who have won worldwide reputations. Alright, worldwide reputation. The sterling quality of Magyar folk music has been used in the works of some of Europe's greatest composers. Two leading modern Hungarian composers, Bela Bartók, 1881 to 1945. Nice long life. Wait a minute. Well, a decent life. And Zoltán Kodály. Zoltán. Sounds like something he'd like. Zoltán Kodály, 1882 to 1967. Studied folk music and made artistic use of it in their compositions. Anyone who plays Hungarian folk music, anyone at all who plays Hungarian folk music in a way that pleases the native Hungarian is called a Cigane, a gypsy. A gypsy. Alright. What the? Put it on the veggies. See? Alright. Gypsy orchestras, including the native cymbalum and tarogato, clarinet, are found wherever Hungarians gather, alright, because the Hungarian language is very difficult for foreigners to learn. Little of the nation's important literature is known to the world. Two of the country's writers who have gained fame outside their birthplace are Ferenc Molnar, 1878 to 1952, the author of Lilium, and author Arthur Koltzer, 1905 to who is best known for his novel Darkness at Noon. He's still alive. We could sort of presume, but maybe not. This is about 15, 20 years down the road. 20. Now, way of life, you say. How could a Hungarian live that way? Why? How? Let's find out. 2 world wars and the changes made by the communist government have left their mark on the everyday life of the Hungarians. War, the tragedies, the casualties, nothing nice comes out of war. Alright. But their love of good things is reflected in the country's many theaters, restaurants, and cafes because As every one must know, you cannot kill the human spirit. Look at the people. Look at them. They have spirit. Alright. Through war, through everything, people still enjoy sitting in a cafe, drinking the fine Hungarian wines, and listening to the gypsy fiddlers. Alright, not a greater time could be had. They enjoy vigorous folk dances, such as the sardas, and many of the popular Western dances too. The average income in Hungary is low by Western standards, but you see, they make up for it mentally because by Western standards, their mental standards are low. Alright. The government provides many services free or at low cost because they have a fine government over there. A fine government indeed. Medical care and education are free, and transportation costs and apartment rents are low. But because many people have moved from the country to the cities in search of work, there is a severe housing shortage. Clothing and other consumer goods are expensive. Many women in Hungary work. Children often are cared for in state-run nurseries until they are old enough to attend school. Alright. Food is fairly cheap and plentiful. Hungarian cooking makes use of spices mixed with meat, fish, and dairy products. A favorite meat dish is goulash, meaning food the goulash herders eat. Chicken, paprikash, sour cream, and paprika made of chicken is another popular dish. Paprika, the national spice, is made from red peppers grown in Hungary. The country is also known for wonderful pastries such as bretes and tortes, and for salami, goose liver, tokay wine, and apricot brandy. Many Hungarians are excellent athletes. In spite of their country's relatively small size, Hungarians have won gold medals in numerous sports in the Olympic Games. Soccer is the national sport. Fencing, water polo, kayak, canoeing, table tennis, and gymnastics are also popular. A small size is Hungary. Well, let's read and see about this small size. How small are they? Where do they rank in the world? Let's find out. Hungary is entirely landlocked. It is unevenly divided into the grassy Great Lowland, Nagy Alfold, and the Little Lowland, Kiss Alfold. Extinct volcanoes, basalt columns, and many hot mineral springs are found in the Bacony Mountains, which partly divide the two lowlands. The north central part of the country reaches the foothills of the Carpathian Mountains. Here, the Matra Buk and Borsony Mountains rise to over 900 meters, 3,000 feet above sea level. All right, sea level. Wow, 3,000 feet over the sea. I thought they were entirely landlocked, though. No sea. What's going on here? What's happening? Let's find out. All right. Rivers and lakes is what we're talking about. Ah, I see. Like rivers, definitely. All right. The Danube is Hungary's main river, the Danube again. Remember the Danube from earlier. It is Hungary's main river. It crosses the little lowland, breaks through a line of hills, and flows south over the great lowland. The longest tributary of the Danube, the Tisza River, also flows through Hungary. All right. The Danube has carved a scenic passageway through the Borsoni Mountains between the two lowlands. The narrow passage is lined with medieval castles and fortresses and is a favorite tourist and holiday area, as a good castle and fortress should be. All right. The Hungarian section of the Danube is about 420 kilometers, 260 miles long. All of this length is navigable. Navigable, meaning you can navigable it. All right. It provides an easy river connection with neighboring countries. All right. Float down the river in your canoe, and we're headed off to Sisambu. All right. Lake Balaton is Hungary's largest body of water and the largest natural lake in Central Europe. It is the country's most popular summer resort. Many people go there to swim, sail, and fish. Lake Velenensi, near Budapest, is much smaller, but it is also a popular resort center. Hungary shares Lake Nizlander with neighboring Austria. That's nice. It's nice to share, especially a popular resort lake swimming area come summer when everyone's hot and everyone needs to cool off, cool down, get refreshed. Now they can have a spot to go to. All right. The climate, speaking of the said sunny days, let's see how many sunny days there are in Hungary. All right. Hungary has a humid continental climate, but it is far sunnier than other lands lying to the west in the same latitudes. Far sunnier. Why? How could that be? What is going on now? Let's see. The southwestern part of Hungary receives the most precipitation about 890 millimeters, 35 inches a year. The driest area in the Tisza River District receives about 480 millimeters, 19 inches of precipitation annually. We must have some rain. Must. No one, not even a human, can live without any liquids around. Naturally, we need some resources, some natural resources around. Hungary is covered extensively, so stay tuned around. So we read about the natural resources of Hungary right now, and this comes from the new book of knowledge. So you could go pick it up for yourself and read it if you like. Comes in all numbers, not numbers, letters. What is an H, a letter or a number? Well, you see, if you had the new book of knowledge, you could just pick it out and you could read and find out just for yourself which it is. So I highly recommend you stop listening to me and go find yourself a set of the new book of knowledge, and a whole vast universe of knowledge will open up inside of your mind, and you'll be like, whoa, for real. And then you'll understand everything. So go and find that book, find that collection. All right. All right. Do whatever it takes to secure the knowledge. Knowledge is power, and power is success. You need to control the power, control success. People make money and everything look bad, not vice versa or whatever. Parting is such sweet joy.